This is the Holochronicles podcast, part of the Beyond the Blast Doors network. Today, it's my mom's birthday, but Josh is the one that's opening up the boxes, man. Josh, hit it. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2021 Holochronicles podcast with Josh and Andy and special guest, Hugo.
Hugo's here, back by popular demand, or
wait a minute.
By popular demand.
Is Hugo real?
He's real. He's very real. Hugo. No, maybe he's not real. Hold on. Yeah, he's real.
Okay, he's real. All right. Well, Josh, we are in 2021 now, and we thought we'd start off the year with a big, mega, ultra, super double unboxing of some two pretty high quality items that are in your possession.
Correct. I've had these for a little while, Andy, especially this one right here, which is the vintage collection Smugglers Run Millennium Falcon. And it's just been burning a hole in my opening heart as it sat there. But it looks pretty in the box too, by the way. It displays really nicely in the box. I'm gonna open it though. That's what we're doing. We're opening the box, and on top of that,
so
go ahead.
It's not just gonna look nice on a table or a shelf. We're actually gonna see what's inside.
We are gonna see what's inside. We're practicing what we preach here, brother. We either keep it in the box or we take it out and play. And today we're gonna take it out and play. And we're going to see, I haven't seen this in person. I haven't touched it. I know there's been plenty of, unboxings of this particular item, but we're doing it Holochronicles style. We got a cat. I have not seen any unboxings with a cat. That's very important. And then we're going to double down. We're doubling down because I've got, and if you saw the thumb, I've got a Sideshow Child, Grogu, Baby Yoda, whatever, that we're going to open up. That's just been killing me. So
can't wait.
We figured why not save it for the new year? Let's give everyone something to look forward to. I've been looking forward to it. Let's start it off right. Let's be happy. Let's enjoy this, and let's have some fun.
Let's do. Well, I got to say that with your cat in your underground lair, it's very Dr. Evil tonight. So
it's probably very Dr. Evil. You're right.
Will you do me a favor, Josh? When you open up that Millennium Falcon, would you be very careful? Because much like Anthony just posted here, and shout out to the chat, the live viewers here.
Live viewers.
He and I agree that box is superb looking. So don't tear it up, all right? Just be gentle when you open it up.
I can't turn it into a fort, is what you're saying? I can't make it into a fort.
Well, it's big enough you probably could, but let's just, I mean, yes, we like to take things out of the box, but we also want to keep the box in decent shape,
Right. All right. I am game. I'm game for making sure that we keep this very nice. And by the way, I keep all my boxes of things that I open of value, and they get stored away in a temperature controlled underneath the house, which is not temperature controlled. It's just cold all the time. So yeah, it's perfect.
It's cold all the time. It's controlled.
I'll put it right next to my barge box. That's where I'll put it, which takes up so much room, 4 feet.
Nice.
At least. So,
all right. Well, hey, let's do it. Let's get right into it.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Now, that being said, I already went ahead and screwed up, so I'm gonna have to do the old trick, the old credit card trick to open the tape. I forgot to grab a knife, so we're gonna use the credit card, try and maintain some
structural integrity.
Structural integrity. There, it just worked. We'll keep the card over here. You can't get the number off that, and it won't do you any good anyway because I've spent all my money on this. So sorry. All right, here we go. Hugo, you ready, buddy? He's ready. He looks very ready.
He's at a fever pitch.
Look at him. Oh, his ears just tweaked out. All right, buddy, you're gonna have to move. All right, yeah. Go on. Oh, all right. Star of the show. And goodbye. All right, so let's sorry, that wasn't mean. It's not a fart drop. Let's get this going.
He's a young cat.
So we're also looking for participation from the chat. Ask questions if you want to see something in particular. We've actually got a close-up cam that will help us get in on some of these parts that are super cool, or should be super cool. But here we go, man. There's a quick look at the look at that.
Oh boy,
that's a great ass. That is a great ass right there. Look at that bad boy. We'll just slide it out. Hope we don't hurt the cat in the process, or the box. That's obviously our biggest issue. Go ahead.
I wish we could be in the same room because you look like you need some help.
It does look like I need help, but right here you can see the all important for any dad out there.
Yeah,
it's the decals. Get ready, Dad. You got some decals to put on.
That's the dad job right there.
That's the dad job. Dads can lay them down right or close to right. All right, so box gone. All right, box still in good shape. Never fear. Never fear. Okay, so right off the bat, you've got the manticles. Is that what they're called? I forget.
Mandibles. The mandibles.
I always say it wrong. Mandibles right on top.
Manticles.
Man, I don't know what those are. Don't worry about those. Manticles. Hashtag manticles. Dang it. Matt's going to take that one and run. All right. Woo. Here we go. Woo. Man, this thing is a absolute beast. It is
the box is huge. It fills up the box.
It is massive.
Jeepers.
Now, like I said, I have not been in the presence of a toy. I've seen some models at a few showcases, but I have not been in the presence of a toy of the Falcon of this size. I mean, oh my gosh, it weighs like 15 pounds.
So, Josh, describe what's it smell like?
I'll tell you what, it doesn't have, because there's not any styrofoam in here, it doesn't have that kind of instant hit of the styrofoam, which really brings me back to my childhood. But it does have that, it's got that new toy smell. Don't you worry, guys. It's got that new toy smell, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, it's just massive, absolutely massive. As a matter of fact, while it's sitting right there, should we go over to the probe droid, give everyone a look-see?
Let's check it out here.
Let's just do a flyby with the probe droid.
All right, there's the vents there, the classic. But you don't have to put decals on that. You can just they're just textured there. Boy, that looks weathered, like it's been through a few smuggler runs, if you will.
Now, I will say this. We've looked at even the vintage Falcon, which has a lot of detail for a vintage toy. I mean, the Star Wars toys were always impressive for their detail at that time.
They had a lot of detail, but just not the paint schemes that, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is definitely an upgrade. Look at this. I mean, come on. Look at that. By the way, those are like clear. So that means they're going to light up blue. You
bet your behind it is.
No decal action there. Just beautiful.
No.
Beautiful.
Is there a battery compartment on the side?
Actually, I see, if you look right here, these are the buttons, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't see a battery compartment yet. All right, bring me back up.
Might have to look at the destructions.
The destructions. Okay, so there you go, guys. We're talking about a big old, massive. Here's my head for scale. Just lost the top. Who knew that came off? Oh, hey, guess what it revealed?
A
battery compartment. A happy accident. We'll put that back on for now. All right. So, oh man, I do need a little more room. Who would have thought this table wasn't big enough? So let me set that there, because we should probably talk about some of the accessories so I can get rid of the box. But here we go. I'll probe droid these out too for you, Andy, because they're going to be. So you tell me when you're ready, or I'll tell you when I'm ready. Here we go. Woo! Sorry, buddy. All right, so here's Chewie. Got a nice look at Chewie there. That's a pretty good looking figure. I like his sculpt. I think it's nice.
Yeah, and it looks like the Rise of Skywalker version of Chewie.
And it's got like layered fur. He's got, well, his hands are kind of weird. That's kind of weird. I don't like that so much. But he's a furry guy. Let's not judge him. Okay.
Huh.
So you're gonna get yourself a
Chewie.
like you said, a Chewie. Lay him down. Here's his bowcaster in plastic. That looks pretty nice too.
Yeah.
Get that off of there.
Don't break the strap.
There's tape. There's tape. I don't want to do it live. Break the strap. I'll let you guys look at the back of that.
Yeah. I mean, it looks really good.
Yeah. So there's a bowcaster. Little detail. Little extra detail. Looks like this little guy is kind of almost independent of the gun itself.
Can that be flipped? It looks backwards.
I don't know. Probably. Let me check. It does look backwards. Doesn't look like... No. That's... I don't know. I shouldn't be flipping it. Sorry. We'll have to look that up.
Okay.
Is it screen accurate? We don't know.
Scotty wants to know if it comes with the Jay Leno signed Hondo Onaka.
No. Not Jay Leno signed, but Hondo nonetheless.
Hey.
Oh, probe droid's locking up. There we go.
No, that's good, man.
He's good, isn't he? That's pretty
good. That's a good looking figure.
That's like Black Series level, 6-inch figure detail. Looks really good. Of course, he comes with what would normally be lost by me as a 5-year-old or 10-year-old or maybe 43-year-old. We'll see.
It's like D'Artan's blaster.
Yeah, it's a good-looking blaster. And then this is the kind of the interesting part. There's a few more parts in here which we'll pull out before we open up the back. You've got lots of turret. This is a landing gear. It looks like here.
Yeah.
We got landing gear. We've got this. I'm pretty happy about this. We've got multiple dish options. So here's your turrets. I should probably take those out. Now this is when I need that extra hand, Andy. I need a. Never mind.
You know what? I'm gonna take you off the probe droid for just a second. Thank you.
So we'll open these up.
And while you take out some parts here, I'm going to read a couple things about the Vintage Collection Galaxy's Edge Millennium Falcon. It has vintage-inspired packaging. Okay, so as we talked about earlier, the box is inspired by vintage boxes in the past. It is a 3.75 scale of a ship. So that means your original trilogy figures as well as your 3.75-inch vintage collection figures can all hang out in this massive ship. Obviously inspired by the original, but a lot bigger. The Millennium Falcon toy features realistic details such as an opening cockpit, an escape pod, a gunner seat, 3 projectiles. Have you seen the projectiles yet, Josh?
I am opening them right now, and it's more than 3. What are we talking about here?
A classic radar dish, a Galaxy's Edge radar dish, and includes 2 action figures as well as 6, count them, 6, half a dozen porgs.
Half a dozen porgs? Where the hell are they?
Oh, they're there somewhere. Josh, whenever you get some batteries for this, it has 2 modes of sound. Boys and girls can choose between sound effects from the original Star Wars trilogy and the Smuggler's Run ride featured at the Disney Galaxy's Edge theme park.
That's cool. Can I tell you this? I just opened up the accessory packs here, so I'll go through those really quick. Or actually, let me get that out. Here is your half a dozen porgs right there. You can't see them yet. I'll only take one out as to save the others because I found something, and this is a classic, like vintage collection or not vintage collection, vintage toy issue. Because what happened before there was collectors of Star Wars, like there are now, back in the day, there were all these little parts. What was one of the main parts that was always lost? if you're looking for a vintage, it's this little. It's the training.
The Jedi training ball.
Yep, it's a training ball. No, they got that one. It's got a little more meat on it, so maybe you won't lose it. But it's still a clear plastic. Here, I should do this. It's still a clear plastic, holder. Sorry, Andy. Oh, I just kicked myself out. Yeah. Well, it's gone.
All right.
It's gone. So yeah, so it's still easy to remove. But even more so than that are these guys. Man, this is why I really wanted the probe droid. Darn it, I screwed that up. My bad. Let's see if I can get it back.
So Josh, what are the decals for? Because this already looks 1,000 times more detailed than the original vintage.
So the decals look to be from just the first before I opened them. They look to be for inside. Yeah.
Okay.
Inside.
Okay.
So you got a lot of control panel type stuff, and I don't think there's too many there. It looks like maybe just one sheet. So it's not like there's a ton of decals, and like you said, there's plenty of detail already built in on the ship. So there's not a lot of decals that need to go on. Not like the vintage one only had these, right? The vents. On the outside,
and it had a few like small ones that went across the top, kind of like where those little red marks are on the top. But there was I want to say there was 2 decals in the cockpit, maybe 3, and then a few along the back panel of the inside of the by the smuggler's hatch there. So there weren't. Oh, and then of course the top of the Jarek board.
Right. That's now the board is what I was going to show you here. It has these small little, and they're like yellow. Gosh, I wish I had this other thing working. I don't know if you can see that or not, because my stupid head's going to be in the way.
Yeah, I can't.
Sorry.
Oh.
Did it zoom for a second?
Well, just for a second.
Anyway, so what they are, they're the holograms. So they're a depiction of the holograms of some of the fighters, the chessboard fighters. These are tiny.
Yes.
These are gone on Christmas Day. I mean, there is one that is so small that it just fell out, and I've got to look around when I'm done to make sure I didn't drop a couple more because they're so small.
I remember this being an issue with the Legacy Millennium Falcon. I want to say that came out in 2008 or 2010. All of the hologram pieces, like you said, the very small, the very first things to go. And if you were to ever try and buy an out of the box version of that Falcon, it's likely that you're not going to have all of them, or maybe even any of them.
Well, and that looks to be the case here. Something pretty cool. Just a fun fact: if you look on the end of this, the black spot. Sorry, it won't focus on it, but the black spot there, that's actually a power connection.
Yeah.
So when you insert these, you're putting power to the lights up front, which is pretty cool. So I do have a poll that we could put out there for the chat. I already know what my answer is.
Yeah. So got a couple of questions in the chat here. The approximate dimensions of this monster is 22 or 23.62 inches in height, and I believe that to be from mandibles to rear engine. Or excuse me, that's a cross. So that would be like the horizontal if you hold it straight up. 26 inches from tip of the mandibles to rear engine. 9.25 inches in depth, and I would imagine that's with the legs on the landing gear.
Yep.
Suggested age is 4 years and up. So you're right in that wheelhouse, Josh.
I am.
It's made out of ABS plastic. And the approximate weight is 17.39 pounds.
Dang. See, I said 15. I actually saw it pop up in the chat, and I was like, maybe I'm off. But no, it's weighty. It's weighty.
Yep. It does take 3 AA batteries, not included. There is a warning hazard for small chokeable parts. And there's no warranty provided with this toy. The street date of when it came out was August 30th of 2020. Some assembly is required.
Well, that's what's happening right now, and I'm actually having trouble with one of the turrets. Is not being very kind. So here's the deal. This is what your dad does. He just starts putting crap together, and he hasn't read the directions. And so this is where I'm at right now, where I'm realizing that there's a couple different, there we go, sizes of landing gear, and they only go into the ports that they fit into, which I have no idea why. It must be the angle of there. That works. Okay. All right. We're getting somewhere. Look, I'm a professional dad.
You've done this before.
I've done this before, mostly for myself.
Let me read one more thing here for you here. In Star Wars lore, the Millennium Falcon looks like a junker, but beneath her hull, she's full of surprises.
Oh, yeah,
baby. Modifications have boosted the freighter's speed, shielding, and firepower to impressive and downright illegal levels. Yeah. Celebrate the legacy of Star Wars, the action-adventure packed space saga from a galaxy far, far away with a premium 3.75-inch scale vehicle from the Star Wars Vintage Collection.
You mean they're advertising Star Wars? Like you didn't know about Star Wars? You're like,
yeah. If you're looking at this,
where does this come from?
What kind of ship
is this?
I've never seen this in Star Trek.
Battlestar Galactica.
Warning, though, Josh, and I'll end this with this warning here. This toy product flashes and may trigger epilepsy in sensitive individuals.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So again, like I said, I had issues with this. I'm thinking I'm going to try this. Hold on. See if this one goes there. I want both the turrets in, for Pete's sakes. I don't want to leave one behind, man. We need
because Han's in one and Luke's in the other.
Yeah, don't get cocky.
Yeah. Or maybe Finn's down below,
Sure. Okay. Whew. We did it. So we haven't shown this off yet, though. And I don't even know where... Oh, it goes up in the front, doesn't it? But this... There you go. There's your escape pod.
Yep. Does it go in the front or does it go in the side?
I don't know. I'm not reading the directions, man. Like any good dad.
Okay.
Let's check.
Josh, which radar dish are you going to choose?
Well, that was the poll I was going to put up. Do we choose... which I guess would be screen accurate dish for this particular.
What does the chat think? Do we want to go Galaxy's Edge rectangular dish, or do we want to go OG circular dish?
Yeah, what are we doing? I know what my answer is. I would like to hear what the chat has to say about it. See if they've got different opinions. Here you go. Let's see if we can get you guys a better shot of that. It wants to focus on me. See, this is the best way. It's actually how I got married, was just like this. My wife.
William? Yeah.
Yeah. Here. No. Likes Falcon better. Anyway, they're round, they're rectangular. You've seen them. So what does the chat say? OG, we got OG from the Fletz Master.
Yeah, Fletz says OG. Yes, thank you, Framey. My voice is feeling better, although I do not sound like the Mandalorian anymore.
Oh, that's
sadly. Yeah.
That's actually too bad. I got to be honest.
Shabby says it goes in the side.
Goes in the side. Okay. Yeah. Haven't even looked.
JD says go old school. Is there a smuggler's hatch on the inside? We haven't gotten to the inside yet.
We haven't opened up the inside.
Nick says original dish. Gilster says OG. Jeff says OG. Shabby says OG. I think it's pretty overwhelming that they want the rectangular Galaxy's Edge dish.
I would have been surprised if it was any other way from this group. I would have been absolutely surprised. And obviously, my vote is OG as well, because something like this, I mean, I have to be honest, I wasn't thrilled to see that dish on there when I saw it at first. I didn't really see the point of it, but it is what it is. Oh, sorry.
I'll mute you. ARS Michael says either dish is fine. He's not super picky.
He doesn't care. I like that. ARS Michael's easy. He doesn't care. All right. Now we've got, I'm sorry, I had technical difficulties here. I wanted to make sure we got the probe droid back up. All right. You want to put it in there?
Okay, I don't see it.
I got you. I got you. Don't worry about it. It just doesn't work so hot for me. Okay.
Okay,
so here you go. Let's get back to what we were talking about here.
Love it.
There you go. We already had the vote. Let's put it on together.
Oh, it goes on just like the old one. Love it.
Yay! There you go. By the way, these are the turrets I was working on. The cool thing is there is a little. Oh, I already lost it. Man, this thing's so big that you can actually lose pieces, or like on the ship itself. Here, I'll spin it around. But right here is this little lever, and guess what it does? It adjusts it to
nice. Pew pew.
Installed. I don't know. It feels like it's got some. I'm pushing on some mechanics in there too, which maybe are part of. So, hold on. Oh, look. You got a nice little knob. You got a nice little knob right here, which is giving you some.
Wait, are those buttons right there?
And those are buttons, dude. We don't have batteries in yet.
Should I text your wife to tell her to bring down 3 AAAs or double A's?
Is that what it takes?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
You got my wife's number?
You gave it to me.
Look at that. Oh, I love the yokes.
Oh, man. That looks great.
And the little seats appear to move, articulate, somehow slide forward. I imagine you slide them forward when you want to put them in.
Oh, there's actually 4 seats in there.
Yeah, there's 4 seats. Excellent. And then, of course, this is where the decals are going to go when they get put on there. I don't know what those seats are. I don't know what they're for. I don't know if that's how they put them in. To me, they're not moving easily, and I don't want to force them. So we'll leave it like that.
Okay. Well, that looks cool in there.
Very cool. And then, here, because now I have them. Look at those guys. Those are the chess pieces.
The degenerate pieces.
Hold on, let me get you this guy. You recognize him? He's holding them up.
Yeah, about to body slam them.
Yeah, Chewie wins. Chewie wins. Okay, and then again, there's your training ball and mount. Are we ready to open this bad boy up? We want to see what's inside?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. I imagine you just lift. See, somebody's going to be like, no, dummy, you hit the button, which is where?
Take the vents off. Let's see the battery compartment real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so we got to unscrew that. You have a little screwdriver? Or do I need to text her about that too?
You need a screwdriver. Tell her to get a Phillips head too. Get it? All right. I like that. Andy will always laugh at my jokes.
That's what I'm the Ed McMahon to your Johnny Carson.
You are. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that scares me. I no breaking tabs here, most. Oh, there we go. All right. First piece is off. Oh man.
Did you break it?
No. Oh, look inside this thing.
You can run around in there.
You can run around in there. Look, you can just run in there. If you had a little, you could buy a hamster and name him Chewy.
And that's where he can live. What about a chinchilla?
Chinchilla, yes. We could take Shannon's chinchilla. They're kind of big, though. I don't know about that.
Okay.
All right, let's put this in. As you can see, there's room underneath for smuggling.
And activities.
And activities. Hiding from pirates or Han and Chewie. Okay, we come over here. Wow, we have a door that opens. It goes into a dark area in there. I don't know what you do in there. Who knows? That's where Leia fixes things and Han helps her. Yeah, I don't think this back part opens. This is different from the vintage, right? Or am I just dead wrong?
No, I don't think it does, actually.
There's I know, it would just be crazy for us to open the instructions. But that goes in there. So I guess maybe it's a bunk. You guys. That's what we're looking at there. Kind of
I'm
a
getting
bunk.
motion sickness.
Sorry. Yep. Beautiful. Well, what I'm looking for, Andy, is where maybe I think the other side opens. Maybe that's what happens. We got dual sides. So let me see. All right, I'm gonna have to grab the instructions.
Get the destructions.
The
Is there a smuggler's hatch?
Yes. Did you see it? I showed it to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm overstimulated.
I know you are. Sorry. My bad.
Josh, Jeff says, this is beautiful. Thanks. Live unboxings are a real feast for the eyeballs.
They are. Thank you guys so much for enjoying it with us. That's what we like.
Yeah.
I mean, and in a non-COVID-y world, Andy and I'd be in the same room. But let's. So why don't you pull that probe droid off so nobody gets sick? Set it down. And then I'm going to open the instructions. So, Andy, why don't you do some filler right here? This might be a good time, huh?
Okay. I see that over your shoulder, TK1548 is joining you there.
He is. He's enjoying the show. He's very stoic, though. The guy never says anything. He's kind of a jerk.
I want to ask you a question, Josh, and I also want to throw this out to people that are listening here. And feel free to post a response to this. But, Josh, I wanted to ask you, for 2021, do you have any collector resolutions or Star Wars New Year's resolutions for this year?
I do. And I have a couple. I know you've got one or two, and I've got a couple. I found the other opening. We'll save it.
Hey.
My first one is I was horrified the other day when I went into my room. I was doing some cleaning up, and I was organizing some vintage figures I haven't touched in a while, and realized that I think I'm missing 2 Ewok socks.
Josh, you muted yourself there.
Can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
So say that again. You're missing a couple Ewoks?
Yep. Hold on just a sec, because my... Okay, go ahead, Andy.
Well, I was going to say, is that me?
Yeah, keep talking. I can hear you. I'm just trying to fix the audio. So yeah, I was terrified to find out that I no longer I don't have 2 of the vintage Ewoks. So that was very, very scary for me. So that's my first one. What's yours?
I have a couple. First is that this year, I'm getting something graded. And if I'm getting one thing graded, I'm actually probably getting 3 things graded. All right, I wanted to do that in 2020, but I'm still getting information on how to do that, what's best, and the best way to do it. And actually, I think, Josh, you and I should probably do it together with anything that you want to get graded too, because like Costco, the more you do, the better it is per item. So there's that, and then there's I'm gonna really try and be intentional with my social media time. Not that I don't enjoy hanging out with you guys on Twitter and stuff, but I need to be more intentional about it, not just on it whenever, just to prioritize, keep my priorities in check.
Well, yeah, it was kind of a weird year, right? Like it changed the way we spent our time. And in a lot of ways, like you were saying, in good ways, making lots of friends via social media, technology, especially on Twitter. That was fantastic, but it also means that we need to, oh, look, I'm getting my batteries delivered. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
Thank you very much. Live on screen.
Nice.
Mrs. Holochronicles.
Nice. One of 2.
Thank you, babe. Thank you. One of 2.
I want to show you 2 things real quick here, Josh, since I got the screen on me here real fast. I did pick these guys up today, and it's a little 4-pack. They didn't come in a pack of 4, but They're purple clone troopers who work hand in hand with Mace Windu.
Nice.
A favorite of ours. And maybe I just feel like we're going to see more Mace, and I wanted to get some troopers to go with them. You know what I mean?
You're being optimistic for 2021.
I'm being optimistic, maybe a little prophetic.
Pathetic? What'd you say?
What was that?
Prophetic. Yeah, that's different.
And then one of our good friends, patrons of the network, Nick Milkey, he purchased some things for me a ways back, and Walmart finally sent them to him, and he sent them out. But he also included something else with them, and I love them, and I'm going to show you what they are if I can get them all in my hands. But it's the band, Josh.
It is the band. It's the full band.
It's the band.
You mean all different versions of the band members?
Yeah, they're well, let me read you the names here. Collect them all. We've got Nayland.
Sure.
We've got Duick Nats.
Oh, Duick.
Yeah, Duick.
He's money on the space flute.
Well, and look at inside here. It's all the same figure, but just with a different instrument. Okay, and these are the 12-inch.
You are thrilled by this, aren't you, Andy?
I'm totally thrilled. Tedden. We're getting compliments on our shirts too, by the way.
Oh, that's
Ichabel. Now, there is one missing. There are actually 6 of these guys, not 5. And he should be here later this week. So thanks, Nick, for the hookup. And I can't wait to figure out how I'm going to display these things. I don't know. I honestly don't know if I'm going to take these out or if I'm going to leave them in. What would you do?
I have a hard time not seeing those guys standing up with their instruments in a semi line circle. I just have a hard time. I don't know why you wouldn't take them out of the box. I mean, from a value perspective, are they going to go up much in the future? I don't know. But from a joy perspective, having them lined up for you might be worth it. And you can save the boxes. You can always shove them back in the box. You lost 15, 20%, 100%. Yeah, who cares? I say take them out, buddy. I want to see those guys. They're beautiful, beautiful domes.
Jamming.
Yeah. All right, we ready to keep going? I found out how to open the other side.
Let's do it.
By doing some looking. We've got probe droid if you can handle it, if your stomach can handle it. There it is, baby. There it is. Wow.
Oh, there's a smuggler hatch right there.
There's another one. There's another one where you can keep your
weapons.
Keep your gummy bears right in there. There's the table. Let's put one of those guys on there. I'll probably have a hard time because I got little feet. I'm facing him the wrong direction. Oh, look at him. He's throwing the guy. Oh, my gosh.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's too good. You got a control station right here, for turning dials.
Yeah.
That's for turning dials. That's where the dial turner sits.
Yeah, that's where 3PO sits and figures stuff out. To answer your question, Framey, I think we'll go AFA for our first time experiencing grading. These shirts are totally stylish, and we will be updating our merch page here within the next week or two. Stay tuned about that for all of your Beyond the Blast doors merchandise needs, t-shirts, hats, mugs, pillowcases, etc. And well, I don't know, maybe decals so you can put it on your pillowcase. I don't know, Star Wars pillowcases are a thing, Josh. So
I know.
And then Anthony asked a good question. Does this mean we're going to get another set of Star Wars Bad Batch Black Series merch? And I would say it's probably going to be out within a year of the show coming out. But yeah, Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to get some Bad Batch stuff. Oh, hey, the training ball.
It turns with the dish. Look at that. Haha, Luke, you suck. You miss me. Yep.
You know, I could feel something.
You could? Put the blast shield down. All right. And then the only other question we have two more things we have to finish up here, and then we can button this up and be done. Is one, we need to hear what it sounds like. And
yeah, we
like
do.
I said, one of the Mrs. Holochronicles delivered, which is great. And then two, we need to what was it? I forgot. Oh, find out where that darn escape pod goes. Shabby says it's on the side. I haven't seen a really there it goes spot yet, so we'll figure that out. Might have to grab the instructions.
And aren't there a couple
again.
of different places to push buttons for sounds?
Well, why don't we try it out? Here's
Okay.
our first place, right next to the control knob for the dish and the training ball. Here's our first button. Ready? Oh,
that sounds like an R2D2 and Chewie.
Yeah, that was a combo. Let me try it again. Oh, they're different every time. Oh my gosh. All right, let's try this one.
The last thing I want is to let another Razdal loose in here.
Hondo.
Oh, just ambient noise. All right, let's move to the other one. As we rotate the ship around, we got 3 buttons over here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try this one. Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
It's still going. It's still going. I wonder if I did the button to stop it. Can you imagine being a kid and that thing just stays on?
Then you can run the complete length of your house and back
You can.
with the engines blasting.
Let's try this one.
Is it the same?
No, it's a little different.
That is cool.
Wow. Okay,
Man.
that one goes for a while too. Let's do the next one.
Fire the harpoons.
Okay.
Now let's go get that coaxium.
Coaxium.
Okay, I want to see if it does a choo 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 choo. I want it to not go. I wonder if it'll do it. Chewie's hollering there.
That sounds rad.
Is that not cool?
That is radical. I wish. That's awesome. I wish we could hear it with the full bass.
Maneuvers. R5, damage report.
Locked up probe droid. All right. Probe droid locked up. Oh, we're back. That's just, I think there's so many options here that I'm going to leave a little bit to the imagination for the rest of you guys. I'm going to hit all the buttons when I get a chance and see if I can get it to repeat. I mean, there's a couple things we haven't done, right? We haven't dropped the ramp. I don't even, how the hell do you do that? What do we got? Oh, this is where if you guys were, Andy
The projectiles.
Projectiles. That's not right.
Don't shoot your eye out.
Yeah, right. I might have screwed that up. I'm scared of. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, get ready. Let's see if I can hit the camera, or not my eye. Here we go. 3, 2. Ah!
Nerd.
Nerd alert.
I love it. That thing is so big, man.
Dude, it's just. Oh, here we go. Get ready.
Okay. Yes. We just need a little steam coming out.
Give me a freaking break.
That's awesome.
my favorite thing ever. I'm doing it again.
Do it again.
Oh my gosh.
The lights are rad there. And it stays on so much better than the vintage one.
Yeah, right? It stays on the ship so much better. Okay, here we go. I'm doing it again. Maybe 13 more times. Holy actual crap.
That is so cool.
I love that so much. That's my favorite part so far. Oh, there's another button. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Things are getting too hot. We've got to get out of here.
That is so good.
What do you mean, system failure? Faulty hyperdrive. Well, that's not good.
It's so good. I bet there's buttons all over this damn thing, and I haven't even found them all.
Yeah, just start pushing stuff.
Shabby, I gotta be honest. Oh!
What did you just do? Oh, yeah.
Oh, the 10-year-old in me is so jealous of me. Just wish.
I want to come over.
Wishes, like, I know. Oh boy. All right. So
wait a minute. What, if you twist the dish, does it make a noise?
Yeah. Let me try that now. Hold on. Nope.
No. Okay.
Good call though.
Yeah.
Good try. Oh, I found it.
There you go. There you go.
Shabby was right.
I knew it. Is that how that goes?
Oh. Okay. It liked it. It made the noise. Here we go. Han, dumping his cargo.
Yeah, everybody gets bored of it now and then.
Yeah. I'm gonna open this guy up. I mean, this is just a kid's dream for toy. The problem is on what planet, other than one that a $400 masterpiece. Oh, it goes in there nicely now, Andy. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, this is just a masterpiece, in my opinion. Absolutely gorgeous. I haven't seen. Oh, did we? Let me hit these buttons. See if these lights go for us.
All right, my friends. Nope. We're cleared for takeoff.
Nope. Oh.
Don't look directly at it, Josh.
Unreal. And by the way, there are. Even if you move them, they go off. Even if you just move them manually. So does that mean, like, what? Hold on. What's going on here?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What's happening? They said 3 projectiles? Give me a break. These
right
go in here
front.
too.
Right in the front.
On. Let me see if does this gonna shoot me when I do this? See, I don't even know where what's over here. Oh!
Oh yes.
Oh, guys and gals. Holy crap. Thank you so much for letting me share this with you, because I wouldn't want to be any other place than right here with my buddy Andy and all my buddies from Holochronicle fandom opening this frickin' masterpiece. I don't know. We might have overdone it. I don't know if I want to do the other item. I am thoroughly thrilled by this. I'm thoroughly thrilled. It's amazing. Yeah.
Are there any buttons on the inside? Framey wants to know, are there any buttons on the inside?
You know what? Framey's right. Oh, I found a button right here. I don't know what this is, though. No idea what that did. Maybe that's just off. Let me
pressure release.
With the blast shield down, I can't even see. How am I supposed to fight?
That's the switch.
That's from Vin. Yes. Oh my god.
You see? You can do it.
Dude, it just got like twice as good.
Yeah.
You've
Josh,
taken
you
your
gotta
first step into a larger world.
Dude. Hold on. Now I got to hit these because now I want to hear some vintage sounds. I'm stoked about that. How genius are these people? Now that sounds the same. I mean, the Falcons always sound the same, right?
Okay, do the one up by the cockpit because that'll probably be like haunted too.
Yeah. Here we go. Hold on, I got to grab this missile.
Is that a missile in your pocket?
She may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts, kid.
Yeah!
Chewie, get us out of here!
Dude.
What's it flashing? We're losing a deflector shield. Both strap yourselves in. I'm going to make the jump to light speed. You're all clear, kid.
God, that's awesome.
Yes!
That is the sound right there.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I think we've lost everybody. I don't care. Andy, I'm going to play with this. Oh, let me hit one of these again.
With the blast shield down, I
Oh,
can't
okay.
even see.
All
How
right.
am I supposed to fight?
You got to repeat already. That's okay. Wow.
See? You can do it.
You can do it. Awesome.
Did you just say that?
I did. Yeah.
All right. It sounded really good. Okay. There you go. That's the
Awesome. Bravo.
that
Right
is
here.
the VC. The VC.
You get a standing ovation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Wowza.
Did we talk about the sticker price at all?
We did not.
Do we want to?
Sure. I mean, it's out there. It's not like we're hiding it, but yeah.
This is the $399.99
So yeah. $399.99.
at Target. Was it at Target? Is that where you got it?
Yeah, Target.com is where I eventually ordered it. I was late to the game on it because I was the jury was out for me. But then it was really the Slave 1 vintage collection. When I got that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just a different level of toy. I never was a fan of any of the extra Falcons that came out. I bought one, like the special editions when those came out. They released some Falcons. But I was always a big fan of the vintage. I just liked the vintage, and that was the toy I had as a kid, and so there you go. But while we're talking about it, how about I grab that? I want to put Slave next to it really quick. Can I do that?
It.
Just as a
it's right there.
just
I
as
see
like
it.
a little. Yeah, you can see it back there. All right, hang on.
Compare.
Yep.
And thank you to you guys who were sticking around and just watching two guys in their 40s that are just geeking out with toys. That's what we do. This is what we do. If we'd be doing this, whether you were watching us or not,
While I charge up the main guns.
that is actually pretty good scale right there.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
That is
It's
awesome.
just so cool. Like I don't actually even, I mean, I have room in other rooms, like this room has the room, but it's not my, what you see behind you and on the wall is kind of what Andy and I set up for a set in this room that we have, but it's not my collector room. But yeah, did you buy that with your stimulus check? You're damn right.
I have a little bit left over.
Yeah. So, beautiful. I'll put this guy back. I'll put this guy, where should I put him? There's not a lot of room for him over there. He'll go back there on the bar. Hang on.
So I know, like for myself, I'll speak for myself here when I say this, but the vintage Millennium Falcon is at the time and even now still holds up as maybe one of the best toys ever. But that Millennium Falcon right there, or like even like the Legacy one from 10 years ago, so good. It's just so good. And there's always this debate that I have, and we've even talked about it. Like, are toys better back in the past, or are they better now? And people always say, like, well, toys now are cheaper. It's just plastic. They fall apart. But then you get something like that, and you're like, man, this is way better. than the original. And the original is awesome, but like that's sentimental. And I'm gonna have a place in my heart for that vintage Falcon every day, all day.
Step into a larger world.
and
With the glass
I mean,
now,
it's
I can't even see. How am I supposed to fight?
just ruining my train of thought. Thanks, Josh. But I don't know. To me, when I see a toy like that, it's really up for debate if toys are better now or were they better back then. Because now I can make a case for they're better now. For a long time, they were probably better back then because they were made a little sturdier. There was some metal used, I mean, just like there was sound and lights in a lot of the things. But man, it's a debate. It's a legitimate debate. And I don't think you're wrong either way. And I know that's tough to try and take your sentiment out of it, the sentimentality out of it. But man.
I think, Andy, to your point, I think that toys are better now because of how good the toys were when we were kids. Like there is a level, there's a designer of this vintage collection stuff that owned the original stuff. And he's just like, look, that stuff was awesome. But if we did this, it would, but maintain that good look and feel. And I just love them. I can strongly say, and Andy, when you get to finally see and touch and play with this in person, that is the best Star Wars toy I've ever laid hands on, because of Falcon. But
yeah,
it's amazing.
Well, and maybe that's like the jumping off point. I'm looking at my Millennium. That's why I keep looking up here because my Millennium Falcon is just right here. But that you can legitimately make a case that is the greatest toy of all time.
Right.
For its popularity, for its functionality, for its size. It was what, $35 when it first came out, which was no joke at the time. But it didn't break the bank either. And it was big. You could carry figures in it. It was realistic. It made sounds. Like really, really awesome toy for the time that held up to the test of time, to where the improvements on it that we just saw right there, over the moon, man. Just incredible.
Just a lot of good thought. And this is me going in blind, and I love to do this. So I love that people in the chat know more because they're watching or they've watched other unboxings or whatever. I love going into a toy blind. Like, I don't know what this does. I didn't watch any of the videos before I got on or opened it. And so just exploring and being like, oh, that goes there or that goes there is so much fun. And to find that OT switch, holy crap, nobody had put it up. I mean, JD put it up, but after we'd found it, that was like, oh, it just got better for me. It just got better. I mean, I'm going to have a hard time not keeping batteries in this thing just for the sheer reason of hitting the buttons for friends,
just walk
friends
by
and
and
family.
hit a button.
Oh, just make yourself smile. Every time.
Like I've got a Vader Funko Pop, a Sound and Light Vader Funko Pop. And every time I walk by, I just touch it because it'll do the breathing or it'll do a lightsaber. And
nice.
I just like it, This is one of those. I just like it. So yeah, a lot of
Matt's not wrong. But then again,
a lot of positivity in the chat here. Hey, Mike, good to see you from.
Usual Mike's here.
Hello.
What's happening?
Yeah, he's here from tomorrow. So,
how's the future, bro?
Is it any better than it was?
Yeah,
today?
is it any better? Have things gotten better yet?
So, Scotty's he's creaming his spinach right now. That's for sure.
We don't say that.
We don't. I was being polite.
I do want to make a shout out. I just poured myself a nice little glass, but this is an Emperor Palpatine, snifter, which I feel like
appropriate.
Yeah, totally appropriate. All right, are we ready to move on? Thank you for covering. The table is now set and clear for our next unboxing. Andy, I think I need to have a sip. This one's just been burning a hole in my eyes every time I walk by it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And we're right at an hour. I know we just geeked out over something that's awesome, but this could be the cherry on top for the evening, boys and girls. So
Now I wanted to, you're going to notice, I wanted to bring out the shipping box. And I actually have, well, I'll talk about that later. But I want to bring the shipping box. I did open the shipping box. I see a lot of unboxings where, they start with the shipping box. That's fine. But I had to open it to get a picture. And then I pulled it out and I just wanted to look at the box. I haven't opened the box inside, but the box inside is beautiful. But then, I've got a 12-year-old who makes crafts and she already tried to requisition this box. I had to take it back from her. So duct tape has been applied. But that being said, let's take this guy out. Item number 400369, The Child, by Sideshow.
Sleek box. Sleek box. I just posted this here in the chat and it'll show up here in a second, but Framey asks, what would $400 today have been in 1977, just for comparison? Well, I can tell you that just with a little Google search, that $35 in 79 nowadays would be about $90, accounting for inflation. So 400, so it'd be 35 times 4, which would be $140 in 1979. If we do a little quick math there, 140 bucks is about $400 in nowadays money. So that's the crossover there. Josh lost the camera for just a second. So I asked this question earlier, and I want to throw it back out there because I don't remember seeing anybody's response to this. But do you have any collector resolutions for this year? I said I wanted to get some things graded and monitor my social media intentionality a little bit because, I've got a family and job and I coach and I go in a lot of different directions on any given night. So I need to be more specific about how I handle my time, especially during this COVID time when a lot of things haven't been going on. So I just kind of sit around. But anyway, that's me. How about you guys? What are your collector goals for 2021? Yeah, as soon as we can get this pulled up here, we're gonna lose some stuff here, no doubt. Yeah, no problem, Brandon. The patience to open this live is for your benefit. Truly, is for your benefit. I got to. This actually is. This is applicable. This is something that I just put together. It's a Galaxy's Edge puzzle, right, with the Millennium Falcon right on there. Feels appropriate, doesn't it? 500 pieces. I posted it on Twitter, which you can find us at Holochronicles on Twitter and Instagram. And you can obviously find us at YouTube at Beyond the Blast Doors. And you can find us at our website, beyondtheblastdoors.com, where you get a lot of new content almost every day. Today, our zoo put up an article about the High Republic news that dropped today in nice little manageable bits for people like me to consume. And yeah, we're just waiting for Josh to drop in here. He lost his camera just for a moment. So do you guys like puzzles? We've done a lot of puzzles since March, since COVID times. But yeah, I've gotten into them a bit. In fact, put together this monster. It was 2,000 pieces. I will not be doing it again. I liked it when it was done, but this was more work than pleasure. All right. So I don't know. Probably going to put it on eBay or something unless you guys want it. This was a pretty fun one too. A little bit more up my alley. 1,000 pieces, vintage figures. Looks awesome. Looks awesome on the box. Looks awesome. This is one that might be worth framing. I've seen some people frame their puzzles, and they look great. Like I know Mark from Chocolate Chip Wookie, he's framed a couple of his puzzles, and they look really classy. He's got a couple of vintage puzzles that look great in the frame. Just looking at some of your collector goals, your 2021 Star Wars goals here. JD says he's going to block more haters, right? We're going to keep the positivity rolling. We're going to block the haters. Block bad, harness good. Block bad, harness good. Send him home happy. Nick says he wants to get some art framed. A Macquarie print or two and a Guerrero Stellari poster. Wait a minute. What? Like that? That was no easy thing to get framed, I'll tell you. Worth it, though. Speaking of posters, Gallinorian Saber says he plans to expand his poster collection. And full disclosure, I've had moments where I've considered completely selling all of my stuff to focus on Star Wars movie posters, IMAX posters, and just like the vintage posters. Like that is a rabbit hole that I would love to go down and just have like an art gallery of posters, framed posters. I really feel that post right there.
Dude, I'm back. Oh,
Josh, where you been?
I need to have a drink. I don't know what happened. I think my computer got so overjoyed by the vintage collection Falcon that it went ahead and took a shit on me. So that's great.
Well, take a shot. Don't take a shit. Take a shot, and
Yeah,
let's
take a shot.
Let's get back at this. I'm just reading some of the resolutions, some of the collector resolutions for the chat here.
I think that's great. I love the resolution. I've been reading some too because while I was reloading this computer, I was watching on my phone. But everything that people have said is just awesome. I think that's one of your collector tips, right, Andy? It's set goals.
Set goals.
Have purpose. Now's a great time to do it. Look, Andy and I, because of how we collect, are fortunate enough to come across some of these pieces that we're unboxing. That's why we want to share them with you. But it takes time. It takes hard work sometimes. It takes some finagling and
some patience,
some sacrifice, some patience. I love goals like that because I think they're, having anything specific that you think about every day is how you get it. I don't care what it costs. I don't care how far away it is. If it's on your mind every single day, if it's something that you strive for and you can, make small goals where, hey, I'm this much closer, you'll get it. That's just the way it is. But you have to think about it every day. I won't Tony Robbins out on you here, but yeah, there you go. All right, you guys ready? Yeah, let's do it for my camera.
We're humming at a fever pitch in the chat here. Yep. We've got some great goals, and some of them, I just want to say this one more thing, and then Josh, if you're ready to open, you can start. But
sounds good.
These goals inspire me, right? So, like, I'm getting to enjoy 2 items that I would not have in my collection, but I get to enjoy them in Josh's collection. So it's like if I ever wanted to go check it out or see it or actually put my hands on it, I can just go over to Josh's house. And this is awesome. It's good to know your collector community so you don't have to feel like you got to get everything. We say this all the time. Enjoy things in other people's collection. It's not a race. It's not a competition. Get what you love what you get.
Yep, and it's exciting. I love going to Andy's house because I see something new all the time. I'll just stand in front of one of his displays, and he loves it too. I know he loves it. I'm geeking out of something. And then, of course, I'm going to go, oh, man, I really want one of those. But it just really means that I really want to enjoy it right now, and that's what I'm doing. So enough. We're getting all set. You're going to start crying. All right, here we go. The Child.
The baby.
Sideshow Child. I don't even, And I just want you to look. Here's what I love about Sideshow Hot Toys in general. I know they're a pretty penny, but really for what you get from their boxes, from just the display, just the presentation of how they give it to you, just taking it out of the box is almost as enjoyable as the piece itself. So this is just the sleeve. Now we get in. I haven't seen this yet, which is great.
Now, wait a minute, Josh. I feel like it's important to note here that this is less expensive than the Falcon you just opened.
It is important to note that. Yes, it is. This is less expensive.
Yeah.
As it should be, in my opinion. But, but whatever. That's for us to decide, I suppose, for the collector to decide. But it's going to be fun. So look at this. Let's look at the artwork really quick. We've got some Mandalorian, The Child, some iconic scenes from the show, season 1, obviously. I love this because it's the concept art. So we've got some concept art there. That was the village. This is an interesting sort of mashup. This must be concept art as well. But you've got Din doing the famous, baby fingered meld there with the. Then there's some kind of guy on the ground there. I don't know who that is, but that's obviously, again, concept art. And then we have the child.
Classic.
All right, let's get into it. Here we go. Standard flip lid box. I'm standing up for this one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you better. I'm thinking about it too.
Right on the top, you've got a greetings, guild member, and congratulations on acquiring the asset.
the most sought after asset in the galaxy.
Yes, and then it goes on to give us some tips on how to show us how the child fits in your life, which is hilarious to me. So they want you to share on Instagram and Twitter. Hey, we might as well do that, right? Let's show Sideshow how the child fits into the Holochronicles life. Maybe we'll do a whole series on taking the child to strange places, like this woman has the child by the swimming pool, which that to me seems unnecessary.
We've got a person in the chat here, Josh, that just unboxed his the other day. So,
I'm telling you, I've been sitting on this for a month, and Andy and I have been trying to squeeze it in with the holidays and all this stuff. And yes, I know there's other unboxings out there, but I don't care because I just wanted to share it with Andy, especially, and with you in the chat. So thank you so much for being here. All right, we've got a seal. And it says, attention, use caution during assembly. All right, we get it. It's made out of breakables. All right, I'm going to do the... Thank you. Set aside that beautiful box, which, of course, for anyone concerned, will be preserved.
Now it's sealed. The styrofoam is sealed.
It smells like styrofoam.
Here
we go. Using my credit card slicing mechanism. Getting a good slice here. Nice, good slice. We're going to cut right through that warning label, which seems...
Once you break the seal, can't take it back.
Can't take it back. They won't let me. Oh, we got a hard push through that. Okay. I wonder if I should probe droid this, Andy. What do you think?
Just all I know is that the styrofoam squeaking is killing me right now.
Terrible? I get it. All right, you ready? Let's do some probe droid action. Bring him in.
Yeah. The count says you will not be disappointed.
All right, I'm excited. Okay.
Here we go.
Here's a look. Top, but it's at the bottom. I don't get that.
Enough already.
Ah!
Yay! Oh boy. There's the little guy.
There's something mildly terrifying about having a baby in a plastic bag. You're not supposed to let him play with those.
Yeah.
Oh,
quick,
wow.
get him out. Oh,
So,
that's the base.
oh
That's,
my goodness. So first impressions, here's the base. It weighs as much as the vintage collection Falcon.
okay.
It is very sturdy, very heavy. It's got a peg on it, which is the largest action figure peg I've ever seen. Right there.
Yep.
Thumb for reference. Beautiful. Beautiful.
All right. As you take them out of the plastic here, I'm going to read something. Okay.
Okay, so why don't you go to I can't I need both my hands, so I'm gonna put the probe droid down. So let's bring this
Okay.
up there, and I'll put see, no, I'm sorry. I'm doing your job, Andy. I apologize. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Sideshow presents the life-size child figure, lovingly referred to by Baby Yoda. The mysterious alien known as the Child or Grogu has quickly become a breakout fan favorite for Star
It doesn't
Wars.
say or Grogu, does it?
Yeah, it does.
It does?
It does.
Those
Yeah.
sons of guns. They shipped after they knew.
Yeah. This eager collectors can become a clan of two and bring home the asset as an incredible 1-to-1 scale Star Wars collectible. No tracking fob needed. Although I have one if you want me to get it. The life-size child figure measures 16.5 inches tall, standing on a simple ship deck base that lets this adorable alien steal all the focus, along with Mandalorian ship parts. The child can gaze up at you with its charming wide eyes, hiding the silver ship knob from the Razor Crest in its right hand. By the way, the only remaining piece of that ship. So you've got a life-size model of the ship now too in its current state. Every inch of this incredibly lifelike figure has been meticulously detailed to recreate everything that the Star Wars fans love about the young fella. From the fuzz on its wrinkled head to his irresistible pout, all the way down to its tiny toddling feet, fans will look to bring home the Mandalorian collectible that needs no further bounty hunting. Life size, 16.5 inches tall, 12 pounds, and yeah, that's it.
Andy.
Well done, Sideshow.
Andy. Dude, he's just looking at me. He's just looking at me.
Like he's your very own.
He's so cute. Dude.
Is his head fuzzy?
I'll probe droid this. This is. Oh man, I'm gonna have trouble with my youngest.
If you
on the base,
think about punching this thing, Josh.
I get it. Look. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna turn him around. I'm just staring at him. Sorry, folks. This is not a good unboxing. Being that I'm just staring. You can't help it. I'm just staring into his eyes. They are amazing. Put the probe droid.
Get that up there. Oops.
Did probe droid leave? No. There you go.
No.
Oh,
right
sorry.
there.
I'll go sideways.
No, I got him.
Look at those eyes.
Oh man. And it's like he's been walking around a little bit, got a little fleshed cheek.
A little rosacea going on there, yeah.
Likes his spatchka.
Oh, look. Yes.
That's so cool.
I mean, he.
And that's what a suede jacket. What's under? What's he got?
Little canvas with a little fur right there. That's what we're feeling.
Okay.
We've got. This is canvas. This is fur. Let's take a look at these little claws.
These little guys.
Oh, look at him. Okay, and then we have. Now, I don't even. Does it articulate? I don't know. I can't. I don't want to pull on any of these limbs because I thought he held the ball. There's a magnet in the ball I can see. So if we look at the ball, the knob.
Yeah.
You can see there's a nice little magnet there, shining in the light.
So the count here says just as a heads up, the peg was a really tight fit on his foot. So how was it for this guy?
It was pretty smooth for this guy. Went in nicely. That's right there that the peg attaches in this foot. Andy, here's your question. He's got chicken legs. The detail stops about mid calf.
Or maybe that's me. I don't know.
Little chicken legs. He's got little chicken legs. We won't go any further.
Apprentice Ewok wants to know, does the mouth open? I don't think it does.
No, it is kind of a soft texture, so it's not like a ceramic, Here, let me get him out of the light. Like a ceramic, it's a soft, rubbery. See, it's pliable, but nothing really moves. And if the count, we got some silica down there. Take that out, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah, Count says there's a ton of silica packages in this.
Yeah,
thing.
they're just everywhere.
Oh, that's so cute.
Look at his little back of his head. His little
like the hair on the head. Like I have no idea how they do that. Is it like I don't even know. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
You know what?
What do you mean? What do you mean? This is a carbon frozen. Look at chicken legs in the back. I love the chicken legs. Oh, so without let's see if this works. I swear that's a magnet. Does the Count know about that? Just because I don't have the hands to look it up.
About what?
About where the ball goes? Does the ball just maybe affix here? Because there's definitely some sort of, like I said, some sort of magnet on there. Unless it's just for weight. Maybe that's for weight. Maybe that's just so it sits down like that. That might be what it's for. It's for weight.
No, it can hold it in its hand, and I think the shoulders will move to
right, let me check.
Hold it out.
See, I just watch. No, that doesn't feel it. There's no.
Okay. Does the wrist turn so that at least he can hold it?
Oh wait.
Whatever you do,
giving
don't
good
read
pressure.
the directions.
Yeah, no, screw the directions. I'm giving good pressure there. Right hand, he says. Okay. Like I said, I haven't read. Oh,
there you go.
Thanks, Count.
Awesome.
So he just kind of holds it to his side there. Okay. Oh.
I can mute you if you want.
There we go.
Comment here from Anthony. He's had a couple of good questions here tonight. I felt that when he becomes the second Mandalorian, when Grogu becomes the second Mandalorian Jedi, his lightsaber will have that knob as part of his handle.
Oh, absolutely. Yes,
I love that idea.
Good
That's a
call.
great idea.
Well, folks, that was a lot easier to open and assemble, but this guy is gorgeous.
Absolutely.
He's a fantastic piece. The best part about this guy, much like the Mandalorian, is that he's a gateway, a bridge into Star Wars for people that aren't, super Star Wars fans. And if you have him in your collection, you're going to start a conversation about him that are going to get people more interested, and then they're going to ask about your next piece. And I just think he's just an awesome fixture, and that's true for any of the childs out there, the Grogus on the market. But this one particularly has some fantastic. Yeah, there's one. Oh, do you guys want to do a quick comparison here? Let me. Yeah.
Well, do we have time to get out all 35 of your children?
Well, hold on. I have 4. I have 4 children.
So, people that aren't necessarily into Star Wars probably do at least have a reference of who the child is. So even if, well, like Josh said, this is a conversation piece because Grogu is out there now. Like he is out there, been out there for 2 years, and he was such a big deal for the season 1 episode, first episode reveal. And it's just been building, and the merch has gone up since, of course, and we've talked ad nauseum about that. But this is the peak. This is the mountaintop of child merch here, and Punch and Pouch sold separately.
Punch and pouch sold separately. Okay, here's some iterations of Grogu the Child. We, of course, have this monstrosity.
The Funko 10-inch.
Funko huge head. So there's a comparison for scale. I mean, this is huge. Obviously, the head is oversized, as Funko would have it. But you know, got a nice little robe. Standing next to a life-size child, which I am just dying that this is life-size. I can't wait to stand there. I can't do it on screen right now. Can't wait to put him on the ground and stand next to him and just look down at him.
Because he's going to look up at you.
He's so cute. Okay. Then we have what you just held up. This is a Hasbro. I don't know the toy line, but it's a good one. It's the one that makes the noises.
Yeah, I got mine at Target.
Oh, see, I can use him for this guy. So he's actually one of my favorite as far as the detail. He's even got a little hair on top, not real hair, but silver coloring. But he doesn't. The only issue with him, he doesn't really stand up well.
No,
he's a
dolly.
He's a
as
dolly.
Toba would say.
He's a dolly. We'll see if Pop can help him. Then this is actually a cousin. This is not a Funko. This is a Hot Toy Funko knockoff.
Yeah, bobblehead.
It's a bobblehead, but it's a Hot Toy, which I purchased the 3 that they released, and they're expensive. They're twice as much as a Funko.
Yeah.
And to be honest, other than the fact that maybe they're not so extreme in their bobble or their head size, not worth it in my opinion. But cool. I mean, I own them now, and also, you know, maybe collectible. And then there's my favorite. Black Series Funko, Black Series Child. I love this guy. He's the best. We should probe droid him. Have we ever We've never been able to get close enough. Put the probe droid in.
Okay.
Look at this guy. Oh, sorry. Look at him. Here, let's do a side-by-side comparison for accuracy. Okay, so what we have here is a Black Series The Child Mandalorian. 2 scale, 6-inch.
Yeah.
Look how big this guy's eye is as big as... There's our thumbnail right there.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, there you go. Enough probe droid.
Okay, so Josh, I have a question for you that might take a little bit of thought here.
Uh-oh.
Between between the 2 items that we unboxed tonight, which one are you happier with?
It's actually an easy answer for me.
It is. They're a similar price point. I would consider these to be more of an upper end piece just because of the price point. And sideshows are upper end collectible figures anyway, but then you've got the sheer size and sound effects and light that is the Galaxy's Edge Falcon. If you were to ask me, I don't know if I could pick between the 2 which one I'm a bigger fan of, but for you, you said it's easy. What are you thinking?
Well, I guess it's easy because my gut reaction makes it easy if I were to just blurt it out. As you kind of go through that, I guess I could describe it from 2 different angles. The child right here is phenomenal. For me, it's a piece of like art, like Star Wars art. That's sculpture, you know, whatever. And I find that with all Hot Toys. I have a Mandalorian, Black Series, but the Mandalorian Hot Toy just brings this different element to the toy itself. So that for me as an adult, I'm like, man, this is so cool. And I know my kid's gonna love it. Like, I can't wait to show my youngest. She's gonna flip. She doesn't know I have this. She doesn't pay attention enough to know that's been sitting in a box where she's been walking by 100 times. She doesn't even know that she used that box, So that part of me is very like, I can't wait to show this off. Like, my wife's going to love it. Friends are going to come over. They're going to love it. But the kid in me, what is that? Is that snowflakes or Frosted Flakes? But the kid in me,
Frosted Mini Wheats.
Frosted Mini Wheats. Thank you.
Yeah.
The kid in me is absolutely enamored with the Falcon. Jaw drop. I'm not done. Like, when we stop streaming, and again, thank you so much for joining us in the chat and enjoying this with us. But I'm gonna go over there and inspect it again. I might even put the Falcon up on the level of joy that we got when we opened that barge. Not quite. The barge is awesome. Is really awesome. But the that thing over there, for less than the barge, is just as impressive for me. So it's like, this was an order at Target.com where the barge was this whole 1 year HasLab project, and to get this sitting in a box in my room for 3 months, I'm overjoyed. So sorry, I'm just gonna have to say it's the VC Falcon is tops. This is amazing. This is something that other people are going to enjoy, and I'm probably going to get more joy out of their enjoyment than I do out of the piece itself. That I don't care what other people think. I'll just stare at it and have fun with it. So,
well, it seems to be that the chat is in agreement with you that between the two, the Falcon, and I wonder if that's just because we're of a similar age.
Probably. I mean, it definitely probably rings home. Like, look, my kid wouldn't even care. She'd walk by that and straight to this, and that's where we'd be. And obviously, she's not as big a Star Wars fan as I am. But yeah, that thing right there is just a reincarnation. Look, let's just look at it this way. When I got my original Falcon, I was 6 or 7 or 5. So the Falcon to me at that age was the exact same size that the Falcon right there is to me at this age. So it's like I'm a kid. I'm holding this. It's massive. It's too big. I mean, a 5-year-old holding the vintage Falcon, it looks like this. So all of that it just sings to my heart as a collector, as a toy lover. And yeah, I couldn't be more happy with that dude back there. And I do really appreciate this guy, though. He's adorable. I will say this, though. I was more excited to open him. But my after opening feelings are Falcon all the way.
That's funny. I like that, though.
Isn't that interesting?
Because as an observer, I was more excited for you to open Grogu as well. But I was giggling when you were pushing buttons.
I'm not even done. There's stuff in there we haven't heard. I was accidentally hitting him. I was trying to get him to make the noise to fly when I was taking it off. And then more quotes were coming up that we didn't even experience. So maybe I'll post that on Twitter as like all the sounds the vintage Falcon makes. Well, and as long as it takes for me to record them.
And this makes a lot of sense too, what Brandon just said there. And I posted it up. It says, we've spent more time with the Falcon. I love Grogu, but come on. Yeah.
Come on.
So,
have we even shown him off, or did we put him up on?
I think we did. Yeah, I think we did. I mean, how
gorgeous too.
How else would Matt know if we haven't?
He's gorgeous. Hey, we got Gilster, man. Come on.
Thanks, buddy.
Gilster, we always love your support in more ways than anyone even knows. Gilster's been behind us for a long time.
Yeah. And thanks for the shout out there.
Yeah, appreciate it. Seriously appreciate it.
G37.
G37. Yeah, it sounds like an IG droid, right? What else? What else we got? We got anything else to talk about? I mean, all I can say is thank you for joining us. I know this has been a longer episode. We knew it would be. We kind of for our first episode and our last episode of the year, we were kind of a little off our format, but it's just so much fun to get in this room and have, our friends in here with us and talk about the cool stuff. We want to keep this conversation going with you. Obviously on Twitter, you can find us at Holochronicles. Make sure that you go like and subscribe. Just hit the bell so you'll get the alerts when we have these live shows, and tell your friends to hit the bell on our YouTube page, which is at Beyond the Blast Doors on YouTube. And things are happening. We've got some cool announcements coming up in the next couple weeks that we're excited about. We actually had a meeting this morning. I mean, we're very serious, me and Andy. We're some couple of serious fellows right here. We had a meeting this morning about some of the things that we're going to cover and how we're going to get them done. And they're all for you.
Yeah.
And we're excited.
2 big things coming your way. One at the end of this month, one probably at the end of February. So
Yep.
If it makes us if it makes you half as excited as it makes us, we're gonna start 2021 off on the right foot in January and hit the ground running in February and keep it going. So,
but we know we can't do it without your support. So thank you again and again. Recommend to your friends. Word of mouth works in our community. So you telling a few people to check it out does us wonders. I love seeing new people in the chat. I love seeing, what's funny is we have people in the chat right now that only 2 or 3 weeks ago were new people in the chat. And now we're people we expect to see and we love to see coming in. It's just great. So thank you. We're gushing right now. It's because we just opened toys. So Andy, you want to get us out of here or what?
ladies and gentlemen, one thing that you all need to do as a resolution for 2021 is go play with your toys.